Assalamu alaikum everyone. The topic today we discuss about climate change. Most important topic, climate change and global warming. Climate change, human impact on the environment. What is climate change in simple words? Climate change refers to significant long-term changes in the patterns of temperature, precipitation, and other atmospheric conditions on Earth. Key factors of climate change. Number one, greenhouse gases emission. Greenhouse gases, the global warming potential, GWP as abbreviated as, indicates the warming effect of a greenhouse gas, while the atmospheric lifetime indicates how long the gas remains in the atmosphere. In previous slide, we discussed carbon dioxide, chemical formula CO2, methane CH4, and nitrous oxide N2O in the atmosphere. Dear ones, these gases trap heat, leading to a warming effect known as the greenhouse effect. In this picture, you can see that the percentage of the gases, nitrous oxide 6%, methane 17%, carbon dioxide 75% in the atmosphere, and 2% only fluorinated gases. Deforestation, cutting of the trees. In simple words, trees absorb carbon dioxide and deforestation reduces this capacity, increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. In this picture, you can see that the cutting of the trees. Deforestation, agriculture. Agricultural practices, especially livestock farming, produce significant methane emissions. Additionally, the use of nitrogen-based fertilizers releases nitrous oxide N2O. Remember this. In this picture, you can see that agricultural practices, especially livestock farming, produces significant methane emissions. CH4. In this slide, you can see that the symbols of the methane, nitrous oxide N2O, carbon dioxide. Okay. Impact of climate change on human health. Most important point, severe weather, air pollution, changes in vector ecology, increasing allergies, water quality impact, water and food supply impact, environmental degradation. Most important point is about diseases. Asthma and cardiovascular disease, malaria, dengue, fever, respiratory allergies, asthma, cholera. These are the most important diseases and most harmful diseases. Those impact of climate change on human health. Impact of climate change. Number one, rising temperature. Number two, melting ice and rising sea levels. Number three, extreme weather events. And ocean acidification. Global average temperature have been rising, leading to more frequent and severe heat waves. Polar ice caps and glaciers are melting, contributing to rise sea levels, which threaten coastal communities. Increased frequency and intensity of hurricanes. For example, droughts, floods, and other extreme weather events. Most important point is about higher carbon dioxide level are absorbed by the oceans, making them more acidic and impacting marine life, particularly coral reefs. Paris Agreement. In this video, most important point is about impact of the climate change on human health and Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement, an international treaty aiming to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial level, with efforts to limit it to 1.5 degrees centigrade. 1.5 degrees centigrade. 3 elements हमारे पास इसमें हैं. Limit temperature, every 5 years, communities to cutting emissions, and to provide climate finance to developing countries. Most important point, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, as abbreviated as United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The Kyoto Protocol is an international agreement under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which commits its parties by setting internationally binding emission reducing targets. Here arrives one or more abbreviation, OECD. O E sorry. O E C D. OECD, an international environment treaty to climate change by limiting average global temperature increasing and the resultant climate impacts. The largest anthropogenic human caused source of carbon dioxide emission is the global energy system, which means transforming the global energy system is one of the most significant ways to reduce greenhouse gases emissions and mitigate climate change. According to IPCC, major health impacts of human-induced climate change will include great risk of injury, disease, and death due to things like more intense heat waves and fires, increased risk of disease from food, water, and vector-borne diseases. IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. What causes climate change? Throughout we study about climate change. So, causes climate change are burning fossil fuels, agriculture and deforestation, land use. This is the most important topic, current scenario, which climate change on human activities we discuss. Any question, any query you may ask, don't forget to subscribe my channel and like. Thank you so much.